Goodbye, Elijah. Chapter 6. Blood was drawn from his nostrils. He looked at his hand and noticed a line of blood on his two front fingers. Elijah felt a drift of anger and aggression and got up from the ground. He grabbed Gary's hand. Before Gary could punch again, he then squeezed tightly on his fist. Gary started to feel major tension. Elijah's hand was squeezing Gary's fist. Blood started to leak from Gary's fist. Tears forced out of Gary's eyes. "Okay, man, I didn't mean to be an ass. Please let go," Gary shouted, while cringing in pain. "Elijah, let go. Let go of his hand," George ordered. Elijah let go of Gary's fist and looked at George. "One strong bastard," Gary announced. "George, I didn't mean to hurt your brother. I didn't like what he did to me, or didn't like what he told me either." "I'm sorry," Elijah said. "I did not intentionally mean to hurt him. I feel like a horrible brother," Gary spoke, while walking towards the front door of the house. "You are not horrible. You just got angry and took it out on a total stranger," George said. "Niggi, screw up. We have evil moments, and it doesn't make us horrible." Gary then realized his brother never hated him. He just had so much drama in his life. He is slowly losing self-esteem and confidence. Niggis have the power to value their mistakes and treat them like lessons. "But what I did was hurt an innocent Niggi fella," Gary went on, walking to the kitchen. "You are forgiven. I know you didn't mean to hurt Elijah. You're my brother, and I need you to remain my brother and stay in my bloodline forever," George explained. "I forgive you too," Elijah told Gary. "I'm sorry. You're an innocent Niggi fella. Much love to you," Gary told Elijah. Ember walked into the kitchen, wearing her nightgown, her hair looking messy and her eyes growing heavy. "It's 2 a.m, for darn sakes. Let's get to bed, you Niggi gentlemen," she told them all, acting cute. They all went to bed. Gary slept on the couch. Ember slept in the chair in the living room. George in his room and Elijah in his room. Gary couldn't get comfortable. He kept twitching on his side, then his back, then his other side. "Would you stop? You're so loud," Ember told Gary, getting annoyed. "Sorry, my bum's hurting, and I can't lay on my cheeks for too long," Gary said. His skin went back to beige. His albino skin started to slowly fade away. "Oh my gosh, my skin is back," he said very happily. "Are you horny or something?" Ember asked, wearing a grin. "What are you trying to do, missy? Seduce me?" Gary asked, with a confused face and a grin. "I can't sleep," Ember said, as Gary was smiling at her. "Me too, but I'm hungry," Gary said. "Let's make something tasty. I'm a cook, you know," Ember said. "I didn't know that, but I'm glad to know," Gary said jokingly. It became 5 a.m. George couldn't fall asleep either. He came downstairs and noticed Gary's skin was back to beige. "Man, did Ember kiss you or something, and magic made your skin turn back?" George told Gary, all happy. "You're a funny one," Gary noted, making a funny face. The clock quickly reached 7. Elijah awoken and came downstairs. "I heard a noise," Elijah said. "What kind of noise?" George asked. Curly and Gabby were outside the house. A slight noise was made just down the street.